Most people think money problems come from bad decisions, too many swipes, too many impulsive purchases. But that's not really what drains your bank account. What actually does the damage is something quieter. It's the moment when one small upgrade changes how everything else feels. Let me tell you a simple story. A few years ago, someone I know bought a new laptop. Nothing fancy. It worked faster, looked cleaner, felt good to use. At first, that was it. But after a few days, something felt off. The laptop was sharp. The desk was wobbly. The chair felt uncomfortable. The lighting felt bad. None of those things were broken. They were fine before. But suddenly, they felt wrong. So the desk got replaced. Then the chair. Then a lamp. Then an external keyboard. Then a monitor. What started as one laptop quietly turned into a full setup, not because anything was needed, but because the standard changed. This is how spending actually works. You don't buy things because you need them. You buy things because your other things start demanding consistency. For a long time, psychologists have known this pattern. One upgrade creates discomfort everywhere else. There's even a story behind it. A philosopher, hundreds of years ago, upgraded one item in his life. Suddenly, everything around him felt inadequate. So he replaced everything, and ended up right back where he started, worried, stressed, broke. The lesson wasn't about luxury. It was about identity. Because humans don't just buy objects, they buy stories about themselves. When you upgrade one visible part of your life, you silently rewrite that story. And the brain hates inconsistency. Here's what that looks like today. You get a better job, suddenly your old clothes don't feel right anymore. You join a gym, your old shoes feel embarrassing. You clean your room and make it minimal, now your phone, your bag, your habits feel messy. One change sets a new baseline, and everything below that baseline creates tension. That tension feels like dissatisfaction, and the easiest way to remove it is to spend. This is why people earn more but feel poorer. Not because their income is low, but because their identity cost keeps rising. Most people calculate purchases the wrong way. They ask, "Can I afford this item?" That's the wrong question. The real question is, what system does this item belong to? Because nothing exists alone. A gaming console isn't just a console. It's a TV, controllers, subscriptions, time. A new phone isn't just a phone. It's accessories, apps, upgrades, a new lifestyle. It's not one decision, it's a permanent monthly cost. The moment you buy the anchor, the rest follows automatically. And here's the dangerous part. Upgrades often reduce freedom. When something is old, you use it freely. You don't protect it. You don't worry about it. When something is new and expensive, you start serving it. You sit carefully. You worry about damage. You hesitate to use it fully. The object stops working for you. You start working for the object. That's when people become curators instead of users, caretakers instead of owners. This is why people feel strangely tense after buying nice things. They don't talk about it, but they feel it. Now, the goal isn't to never upgrade. That's unrealistic. The goal is to stop the chain reaction. Here's how you do that. Rule 1. Always calculate the full system cost. Before buying anything, pause and ask, what else will this make me want to change? Not emotionally, logically. If the full system cost feels uncomfortable, the item isn't affordable yet. Not because you lack money, but because you lack margin. Rule 2. Cap your inventory. If something new enters, something old must leave. This sounds simple, but it changes behavior instantly. It forces decisions, prevents accumulation, and keeps you in user mode, not collector mode. Rule 3. Keep your visible anchors humble. This matters more than people realize. Your most visible items set expectations for others and for yourself. When your anchors are simple, the rest of life stays flexible. You can wear old clothes, eat simply, move freely. A low-maintenance identity is a financial advantage. One of the best lines ever written about money comes from Morgan Housel. He said, "Wealth is what you don't see. Not the upgrades, not the displays, not the lifestyle signals, but the space, the margin, the ability to say no." That single idea has saved more money than any budgeting trick ever could. Real wealth isn't about owning better things, it's about not being owned by them. So before your next upgrade, pause. Ask yourself, is this improving my life or rewriting a story I'll have to keep paying for? Because the most expensive purchase you'll ever make is the one that forces the next one. Master the pattern and you keep the money. Ignore it and it quietly controls you.